a complete nightmare that is also unconstitutional. Let's talk about that. Hey guys, as always, a big ka-choo and a shazam to each of y'all. Yeah, I opened with the word nightmare. This is not good. We're going to talk about that. And I'm going to keep this moving pretty quick. Yesterday I went a little bit long, and today I'm going to pow, zip-a-zappa right through them. And by the end of this, you're going to be up to date and know a little more of what's going on. Shouldn't take long and should be, I won't call it fun, but I'll call it information that we all need to have. You know the words, on our radar. Buckle up, here we go. Hey, today's episode is brought to you by my friends over at Arms List. I've been a member for many, many years, and I can tell you all this. Sometimes y'all see the stuff that I show you on Instagram, and you're like, Johnny, where did you get that? Honest truth, Arms List, face-to-face, person-to-person, you eliminate all sorts of nonsense, including what we're talking about in today's video. So I'm a big, big fan. They also have a marketplace where you can shop, and you can also do national stuff as well, but I personally use it and I have for many years for face-to-face transactions, and boy, I love it. Check it all out over at Arms List. You know how to find them. Hit them on the Google. It's good stuff. I give them a big thumbs up. Always been a good experience for me. Again, going to move fast on this one. To each of y'all, thank you for every thumbs up. Pow! Thank you so much. Also, if you don't mind double checking your subscription, you know the drill. YouTube did it again last week. So some of y'all hit me and said you were unsubscribed. So thank you for checking on that. All right, I'm watching what's going on. Maybe by the time this one hits, I just hung up on the phone with Jared. I didn't hang up on him. Maybe I did. I just was talking to Jared, and he said he was more on top of this than I am. I just called him and asked him. I said, dude, what's up? The filibuster bypass that the Senate and all that nonsense that's went on, Jared covered it last night. There may be a vote today. They're going to raise that debt ceiling as fast as they can, all that Medicare BS. So that's that's a bunch of nonsense. Also, I'm watching the NDAA of 2021 and all that Dan Crenshaw stuff. I mean, say what you want. We're not arguing on this one today. People say, well, you know, he's served, so you can't badmouth it. No, he's John McCain reincarnate. So he's like, whoa, you know, the 70 of us that signed that, yeah, well, I'm watching it is my point. The NDAA thing is going on. All right, I mentioned this about a week and a half ago to you, but, you know, more data has come in. I really want to hammer this through. When the Rhino, George W. Bush, enacted that garbage legislation, the Patriot Act, a lot of folks are like, ooh, I've got nothing to hide. And because I have nothing to hide, I have nothing to hide. I think that speaks towards today, and I'm going to use the word nightmare. I've talked a little bit about this. Now, when an FFL shuts down, they return over their data and their 4473 data to the AFT. Well, it turns out that illegally, well, it depends on who you believe here, but it turns out this part is accurate, that the AFT is collecting that data and making a registration. Some are saying, and it looks like I agree, this is the beginning of an actual national registration. Remember, they're always making end arounds and trying to come around. They'll never come straight at us and say, this is what we're doing. They're going to hit us from as many angles as possible. So the 4473 data is being collected from out-of-business FFLs. It looks like over 54 million individuals. You're on there. You're included in that. 54 million, that's like, what, like a sixth of the United States is in there. Now, yes, I know, you don't have to hit me. There'll be multiples in there. So 54 million 4473s. Some of y'all will have like 37 4473s in there. And to that I say, pump those numbers up. It's backdoor, absolutely backdoor. Now, the AFT has come out and said, oh, we're not creating a registration. Raise your hand if you believe that one. Total nightmare. It is anti-constitutional, completely. It's illegal, like unequivocally illegal. I open with the word nightmare. I'm using that word again. Thankfully, the GOA is all on top of it. They have submitted some Freedom of Information Act requests. Those are getting ignored, so they are probably, the GOA said they're going to have to sue to find out what this is all about. Now, this is the part I did cover. Remember when Mike Cloud, he and 50-something, 70-something, somewhere in there, I didn't write it down, 70 maybe, politicians, they all sent a letter to the AFT and said, stop it. Just stop it. We're not having this. This is the same situation, but more information's coming in, and I'm using the word nightmare. Now, I also opened this section with, I've got nothing to share. No. it is not the government's job to collect data on us. And if you for a minute go, I've got nothing to hide, you are nothing but a typical, well, I'm pro-gun, but kind of person. Are you for freedom? Are you for personal privacy? Are you for that? Or are you licking the boots of the federal government?